Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. He finds some open field here. Fights through it. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. A big run there by Johnson. 43 yards. And a guy that can change the game, shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. A 13-yard touchdown run. And Washington able to strike for 6.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And I'm happy.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 14, first down, Commanders.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Running from the gun, Johnson. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Consecutive gains of 1, 2, and now 3 yards. Brings up 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all.
And Washington going to come back out here to take over offensively. But they can thank their defense for another stop. And now look at the score. A give up the middle to Johnson. And he's got room. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That burst good for 20 and a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Commanders are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Well, this, of course... A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a win. Up the middle, Johnson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it from the 4. This is 2nd down and 1. Now a handoff, Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Commanders are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 13 yards there on a Washington first.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go do the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Hey, empty! Empty!
Johnson, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up.
Somebody to hold me. Something done woke up in me. I've been going crazy. I've been doing my thing. They not ready for me. Y'all been playing with me. No time for the silly games. Damn, it really must be so intimidating. But I gotta be great. That's the God up in me. Whoa, yeah. Hold me, they cannot hold me, yeah. Slowly, ain't no more taking it slowly, yeah. Holy, you're dealing with something that's holy, yeah. Hold me, I need somebody to hold me. I'm still cooking out the basement, and this game needs some saving. And I'm ready for the action, cause I'm tired of the acting. What happened to being great? What happened to being fashionably late? What happened to rocking shows? What happened to spitting flows? Been wearing the cons and the pros. Feel like I'm the only pro. If we gon' go, then go. We could take it toe to toe. I've been doing everything you've been doing, but I'm really doing more. I'm about to explode. You gon' need someone to hold. Hold me. They cannot hold me. Yeah. Slowly. Ain't no more taking it slowly. Yeah. Holy. You're dealing with something that's holy. Yeah. Hold me. I need somebody to hold me. Nothing's for certain, but this I know. but moments that come and go. Tomorrow may never come, but the memories live on. Be strong, don't cry when I'm gone. This life is a path to infinity.
Why would I ever have to cop a chain a game when the QB chain birthed most of the chains in the game? No post.
It's week 5 of the NFL. And coming up, it's the Commanders' veteran running back. Your standard at running back this season, pacing the league in rushing. It's the Commanders and the Titans. Next on EA Sports.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today, we've got a good week. The Commanders' offense ready to get back into gear, 4-0 through the first month of the season.
Here we go.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
And you start to see how comfortable he's getting with this offense. He's understanding his blockers, understanding the playbook a little bit more, understanding his usage rate, and he's really thrived in the first part of the year.
A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. This defense for the Titans, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
46 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down. Again, it's Johnson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Here's Johnson. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, Johnson, a solid stiff arm. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A terrific opening drive has them knocking. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Commanders are on the board first here this afternoon. So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his first touchdown on the year. And Washington able to strike for 6. Coming up in prime time here in Week 5, a couple of division rivalries on the docket, beginning tonight in the AFC North with the Bengals and Ravens from Baltimore at 8:20. So after the INT, here's Wentz. Touchdown! Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives. So here's Washington now to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll run it with Johnson. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 158 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Wentz now on 1st down. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, it's Wentz. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
Here we go.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. They'll get this up to about the 44.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Now Johnson. And down to the 36-yard line here. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. 10 yards there, good for a Washington 1st down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll run on 1st down. It's Johnson. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A chance to really cap off a big 1st half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Commanders are able to widen their lead here in this first half. The Commanders back out late in this first half. On first down, it's Johnson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, but they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This will be spotted at the 20, so it's a 30-yard attempt. Sly able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but first possession of the second half now for Washington. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz, middle of the field. He's got McLaurin. Oh, that's just not fair. And now room to run. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Commanders are pouring it on. This offense. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They begin the drive with Johnson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They go to Johnson again. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue?
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. A big play there. 72 yards. And the Commanders add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. But go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You talk your...
The Washington offense set to take over. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They could definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it, and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to give them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
And some room to roam now. There he goes, right side. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. 62 yards. And the Commanders are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Are you talking about... comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Running from the gun, Johnson. And some room to work. The 20. 5. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, business as usual for them, well on their way to another victory, riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Back onto the field now, the Commanders' offense. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10.
There we go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. And quickly they get to the line. Right back to him on first down. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. From the gun, a run for Johnson. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And some room to maneuver. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Washington, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7.
your best friend hanging out the arm though. Got game like I'm dropping me a console. No, I don't swim, but I give a now flex. While you there looking depressed, feel the get up in your chest while I soak up my success, getting tokens for your stress. I be making all the checks anytime you see me step on a stage, acting real soft like my skin coming beige. Gonna step out and with him, girl, you fake. Try to get it out, what you handsome, you ain't dance on. Tell your boyfriend go and put your pants on. Down, the best friend, she went and did the same thing. I'm really mad, but she won't know. Everything has gotta be cool when we living so cold. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chill is in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting I'm gonzo, headed where the homie live, cause it's on though. I was chasing 3 women like I'm Mojo Jojo, so my girl got mad and she my bro. Monica, you're wrong though, that's against a bro code. Headed to his home though, no we living solo. Vertebrae, got this broken to his place. This shit in space, from then I say it's evidence. You entertain my loyalty to infiltrate. The only woman that I claim to risk your life to get some strange. All my anger is a pain, you didn't know that I'm a saint. Now I'll blow your up, then I again. Go. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chill is in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting cold.
Spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat gon' have no time for cold cuts. The game like Big Pitch came to Jonah. Yeah, I'm still independent, ain't sold a million records. Yeah, used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Gang time in it. Gang time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Gang time. Run it up. 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 You gotta put in that work, dog. I put the kingdom first. I know that you gotta wait for your turn sometimes to build something really sustainable. Work on your catalog so the day that you finally pop off, you'll see it's not just a once off. You put in time, the harvest is ready, it's ripe. I thank God for the payment. That's a solid foundation. When I finally make it, I'll give God all the praises. G.O.D. who conquered evil forces. I don't trust in chariots or fortresses. Yeah, I walk by faith. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Gang time in it. Gang time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Gang time. Run it up. 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 Run it up.
somebody to hold me. Some done woke up in me. I've been going crazy. I've been doing my thing. They not ready for me. Y'all been playing with me. No time for the silly games. Damn, it really must be so intimidating. But I gotta be great. That's the God up in me. Whoa, yeah. Hold me. They cannot hold me. Yeah. Slowly. Ain't no more taking it slowly. Yeah. Holy. You're dealing with something that's holy. Yeah. Hold me. I need somebody to hold me. I'm still cooking out the basement. And this game needs some saving. And I'm ready for the action. Cause I'm tired of the acting. What happened to being great? What happened to being fashionably late? What happened to rocking shows? What happened to spitting flows? Been weighing the cons and the pros. Feel like I'm the only pro. If we gon' go, then go. We can take it toe to toe. I've been doing everything you've been doing, but I'm really doing more. I'm about to explode. You gon' need someone to hold me. They cannot hold me. Yeah. Slowly. Ain't no more taking it slowly. Yeah. Holy. You're dealing with something that's holy. Yeah. Hold me. I need somebody to hold me. Nothing's for certain, but this I know. Life is but moments that come and go. Tomorrow may never come, but the memories live on. Be strong, don't cry when I'm gone. This life is a path to infinity.
Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Round of applause and you go, that's it. Damn, that's a bomb with a flick on my wrist. Jersey on my chest, that's a team that I rep. Came in as a rookie, now I'm ballin' like a vet. If you talking crazy, better say it with your chest. Hit him with the right, then I hit him with the left. Then the juke move, Heisman stiff arm, lights out, you snooze. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. It's not a game, it's not a game. Banging on your chip when I come through the pain. Never been about the money or the fame, but when it bring both, so here we go again. Wins on the road, yeah, I got those. Couple records that I hold, yeah, I got those. It's the playoffs, the team just got home. We ain't going outside when it matter most. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic.
I'm really out for blood this time, look. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Go on, tell a friend and tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. Heard they was sleeping again, say it no more. This is a rude awakening, kicking the door. Back and I'm better than ever before. Don't get it mistaken, I'm ready for war. I see the option, I'm up in the score. I catch a Jump in the Porsche, follow the coroner back to the morgue. Take the sheet off and I some more. When I am done at the scene, I won't leave anything. You won't even know who was involved. Don't let me do it, cause I overdo it and do it till I cannot do it no more. All of the doubters, I'm proving them wrong. Back with the classic, I know it's been long. Right, they was missing me while I was gone. I smell the victory, back up on time, and it's where I belong. Like it ain't to me, we making history. Fall through the misery, weather the storm. Can't let them get to me, no weapon form shall prosper. R&B all over my roster, I got options. I keep it right on the dresser, next to the Oscar. Applying pressure, somebody stop us. Woo! Applying pressure, somebody stop us. Running my closet, go need a doctor, go need a doctor, go need a what? I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend to tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend to tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. So now they on my body. Made it to the top. Ain't no way that they can stop me now. They gon' say I joined the Illuminati. I got demons all around me. Tell me what they know about me, huh? I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend to tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend to tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge.
My God, oh God, this is Son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes better. Why these tell me? You can join the journey, you is worthy. Just allow me, no. Kicking down your door. Bloodsuckers, I see this industry is filled with sheep. People that pretend to be something that they will never be. Oh my, I just need some little old peace of mind. The sons of kings, the ghouls, the gods. The moon, the light, the fools, the facts. My God, oh God, this is Son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes, baby. I can never be controlled. Let them know. 500 helicopters driving me gunso. But they want you just to envy. Let them see it. I'm the first to say it, now it's time you just believe it. I got too many fakes, made lots of foes. These people cold. Talk down your dreams because they know they can't come close. Don't shake no hands, they'll steal your friends. I walk alone. I see both sides, other titles, you need to grow. I be watching mine, but I ain't like the others no more. God, I'm learning lessons as I go. You're only wasting time. Tell the devil there's a door. Praying God is only trying to test me for the glory. You'll always want more. My God, oh God, this is Son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes better.
Yeah. You're in the presence of the realest essence. I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the Cypress block, young buck holding it like we knew it all. Not afraid to do it all. Matter of fact, I look back and do it all. I can remember the
haters say the game will ruin y'all. What's that to me? Don't give about a hater. Let them like the in my paper.
They call me Big Dog, riding with the hillbilly. Q-Bone staying with the lick. Really became a boss many years back. When I'm gone, can me pull your tears back. We put the bang and producer. You got no chance of hanging. They take your tails when you're flipping the quarter. We ain't slowing down, we crashing through the border.
So let the rhythm hit him, just let the rhythm hit him. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system. Let's turn it up a little louder, turn it up a little louder, turn it up. We never turn it down, universal sound. When we move the pound, take a look around. When we
It's week 6 of the National Football League. And coming up, it's the Commanders' veteran running back. He's the NFL's ultimate red zone back and your leader in rushing touchdowns. It's the Commanders and the Bears on Thursday night primetime.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Tonight we kick off week 6 with a great Thursday night matchup between the Washington Commanders and the Chicago Bears. Brandon Garden, Charles Davis here for a high-profile NFL contest, especially in terms of the ground games, Charles. I mean, we should be in for a heavy dose of running the ball this week. You've got the top rushing attack in the NFL against another top 5 rushing attack in the National Football League.
And if you're like two teams that just love to run the football to drive their offenses, you've come to the right place because we've got a nice old-school battle of wills in the trenches in this one.
The Commanders' offense ready to take over here for the first time at 5-0 into the month of October. And the one to watch is going to be this man, their 5th-year running back. And he was, in a word, unreal a week ago.
The game of his life is how he put it. And man, was he magnificent in that one.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Room here to run. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Well, this is the reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Runs like that might get him another award.
Yeah, Thunderbolt right out of the gate, huh? How about that, hitting the defense hard early? And, of course, carrying the momentum from last week into this week's game.
Up the middle, Johnson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A give up the middle to Johnson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The numbers for Johnson in last week's game, just downright unbelievable. I mean, when you amass that many yards, I don't know what else to say.
Personally, I thought it was a game for the ages for him. Ripped off some long runs in that contest, didn't he?
He did indeed. Some very long runs, and that total is scary. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. 14 yards. And the Commanders put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on...
Go.
Now a handoff. Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 92 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Johnson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great play there, with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Commanders are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Again, it's Johnson. Pushes past him. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club. We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The busy night continues for Johnson. There's a nice move. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington 1st down. Here's Johnson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Commanders go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. So here is Washington now to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well.
Here we go.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he's got some space here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with touchdown, Washington. A great play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Commanders are able to add on to their first-half lead. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game. Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. And now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before intermission.
Go, go.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a first down Washington on a pickup of 18. They'll run it with Johnson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So this now 34-0 with the extra point pending. And Charles, Washington going to go on offense now late in this first half. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
After Washington first down.
First chance for the Commanders offense now as they head out for their opening series of the second half. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
He was brought down by Alexander Johnson. A 6-yard pickup.
Here's Johnson again on second down. Shreds him with a stiff arm. They find some down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 67 yards. And the Commanders have taken a 6-touchdown lead.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just...
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they...
Here we go, here we go.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Complete. It's Johnson. And he's got room. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Commanders just continue to roll.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say...
The Washington offense set to take over again. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them...
Here we go, here we go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some space here. And now off to the races down the right side. Past the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. A great effort there. 95 yards. And the Commanders get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. And, partner, are you... Here comes the Commanders' offense back onto the field. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington. Now Johnson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Brandon, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about running them into submission.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well. On the ground, this is Johnson. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Johnson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And now they're in the hurry-up. Johnson is in. Touchdown, Washington. The Washington offense back out there. I'm just wondering, do they want to add on to this gigantic lead? My guess, given how they like to...
Here we go.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And some room to roam now. There he goes, right side. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Washington ready to try again on offense. CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score.
Here we go. Back.
They'll run on first down. It's Johnson. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total dominance.
Go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some room to work. Taking it right down Broadway. 20, 10. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting cocky.
So a victory here for the Commanders. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for the Commanders, they remain as hot as anyone. 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll look to get...
What you waiting for? Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Tell the chauffeur to open Mercedes door. Put the pedal to metal and made it soar. She was, but I made it sure it was. So we stayed indoors. Let's take it where no one has been before. It feel like I've known you some years before, but I don't know. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a Lotus and I'm the conductor of a Magnum Opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it. Mama, I'm on the big screen. I took a big swing out of life. I'm doing big things in my life. I deserve 6 rings like I'm Mike. I've got no sleep. I remember when it was the nosebleeds. Now they captured the fashion from floor seats. I'm a whole king. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a Lotus and I'm the conductor of a Magnum Opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it. Ooh, it's trouble in paradise. So let's parachute where the air's nice. And let's risk it all on the paradise. But she just wanna make sure her hair's nice. That's fair, right? I just fell in love with a prima donna. The 2023 Madonna. I mean, your honor, I was minding my business until she gave me complete nirvana. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a Lotus and I'm the conductor of a Magnum Opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it. Nobody really cares. Nobody really cares. Nobody really cares. Nobody really cares. Nobody really cares.
Me and my boys make major moves. Still the same ones that I came with. Up in a payment. Told you we nothing to play with. Guess some things unchangeable. Me and my thirst insatiable. Till we all big time. Face on my rollie on big time. Facing my goals, that's a big climb. Still my flow is unshakable. Run it up. I cannot quit it. I need it. I ain't where I wanna be. I can admit it. Never submitting. I'm fighting my darkest of thoughts. I am a force. I harbor the light that's inside of my heart. I write in my art and give you my story. You the witness. I came on a mission to give you my pain and give you my glory. All this time, I'm on the grind. Oh, I'm shining. Nothing can stop me. All these years, blood, sweat, and tears. But I'm still here. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. I overcame all the odds. I ain't been playing it safe, nah. I was just giving my all. I'm taking it there. Hop in the Wraith and we lay in the stars. I made it happen to boss, yeah. I was just playing my cards. I'm taking it there. I'm taking it there. I'm taking it there.
it's gonna be a riot. Doubt me, it's quiet. I got the can of gas, I'm about to ignite. I am driven, I won't ever get tired, cause I've been left behind, I have to get right. Waiting on the sign, now I just wait on myself. Got nothing weighing on the mind. One thing I learned after all this time, the mountain you carry meant for you to climb. All this time, I'm on the grind. Oh, I'm shining, nothing can stop me. All these years, blood, sweat, and tears, but I'm still here. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Nothing can stop me.
Pretty and paid. Pretty and paid. Ayy, y'all heard I'm coming. I don't want to clarify. Keep up. Ayy, I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad while I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad on Diddy. He only 2 times from the he out like a light, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. These no ain't no cap in it. I like with a stack in it. I'm bad it. Stop it, cause it ain't no eck in it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like a I see no biggie. Ain't biting my tongue. I can't be no goofy, no victim to none of my enemies. Like honestly, be sending me talk from a sit that we when I get to me. My check don't discriminate. Still take deposits if you talking Vietnamese. I just be having my way. Only care about what the pay till I say. Heard you wanna be. Don't got a whip and rag on no petty. Flips, I talk with that on your hip. If you ain't gon' rip it up, pop it. Empty the like show me a benefit. Let me dumb it down, Benjamin. When these we not equivalent. Really bad, looking so innocent. Bossy predicament. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad while I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad on Diddy. He only 2 times from the he out like a light, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. These no ain't no cap in it. I like with a stack in it. I'm bad it. Stop it, cause it ain't no eck in it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like a I see no biggie. Call me Hillary, stay at the paint. Making moves like I'm hot in the shank. I'm no keep it, I pop out in blank. This bun on my knife, stop trying to look. They do not come for me. Fake, I can't keep no company.
You inside yet?
I just walked in. This place, bro, it's legit.
You earned it, my man. Congratulations. There's a lot for you to take in.
Yeah, but I can already tell you picked me a winner here, bro.
Hey, it's what I do. Gotta make sure my guy's properly taken care of.
All the boys and girls, I got some true stories to tell. You're back outside, but they still alive.
Alright, you're getting somewhere. A big game or two here could get some people talking. I'll let you later.
I'm really out for blood this time, look. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend to tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. Heard they was sleeping again, say it no more. This is a rude awakening, kicking the door. Back and I'm better than ever before. Don't get it mistaken, I'm ready for war. I see the option, I'm up in the score. I catch a and jump in the course. Follow the core and back to the morgue. Take the sheet off and I some more. When I am done at the scene, I won't leave anything. You won't even know who is involved. Don't let me do it, cause I overdo it and do it till I cannot do it no more. All of the doubters, I'm proving them wrong. Back with the classic, I know it's been long. Heard it was missing me while I was gone. I smell the victory back up on top, and it's where I belong. Like it ain't to me, we making history. Fall through the misery, weather the storm. Can't let them get to me, no weapon form should prosper. R&B all over my roster. I got options, I keep it right on the dresser. Next to the Oscar, applying pressure. Somebody stop us. Woo! Applying pressure, somebody stop us. Running my closet, go need a doctor, go need a doctor, go need a what? I just came back for the win. Lot of new.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And coming up, it's the Commanders' veteran running back. He's the NFL's ultimate red zone back and your leader in rushing touchdowns. It's the Commanders and the Packers, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
The Commanders' offense about ready to get going. They are 6-0 here to start the year. They'll start on the ground here on first down. The numbers a week ago for Johnson, just downright unbelievable. I mean, when you amass that many yards, I don't know what else to say.
Personally, I thought it was a game for the ages for him. Ripped off some long runs in that contest, didn't he?
He did indeed. Some very long runs, and that total, scary. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They go to Johnson again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
That's how you pick up a first down. You know where the sticks are, you know where the first down marker is, and you find a way to get there. That's called having vision.
He had a lot of vision last week, didn't he? NFC Offensive Player of the Week, he was dominant. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Johnson. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 42 yards rushing for him now to this point. Now, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? They'll run it with Johnson. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Commanders take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. So a great start. They force the turnover on the other side, and then take it down the field on their first drive and finish it off with a short. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. A solid stiff arm. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Uses the stiff arm. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That one a first down pickup of 8. From the gun, a run for Johnson. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. A give up the middle to Johnson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Commanders have So here is Washington now to take over. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile we do have an injured player. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Up the middle, Johnson. And some room to maneuver. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That burst good for 20 and a first down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Room here to run. The 20. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And Washington able to strike for 6. Kind of a throwback weekend for our primetime games here in Week 7. Later tonight, a couple of the great AFC teams of the 70s do battle. The Steelers and Dolphins from Miami.
Here we go.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Here's Johnson again on second down. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. And he's got some space here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. It seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Here come the Commanders for the first possession of the third quarter. And they got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Again, it's Johnson. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff. Johnson. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Johnson. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. 35 yards. And Washington able to strike for 6. So another touchdown there. The Commanders preparing for their next possession. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure you have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's got room. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington. On play action, it's Wentz. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Wentz now on first down. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete. From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. Johnson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Commanders extend their lead yet again. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection for Charlton. The Washington offense heading out. And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous performance in this one. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Johnson. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Third down, Johnson. And some space here. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They go to Johnson again. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Johnson on the counter. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Johnson is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. But Charles, in this win, they've really just had one speed, and that's been all out. They're still driving the ball downfield despite the circumstances and the big lead, and they just continue to find ways to get into the end zone with ease.
They're certainly in that zone where almost everything they try.
And the Washington offense going back to work. And they hope to polish things off. And what a run they are on as they try to turn a 6-game win streak into a 7-game win streak. They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. A beautiful fake. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A give up the middle to Johnson. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. From the gun, a run for Johnson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. There he goes left side. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the 4th, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
So it's Washington getting the victory here. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
Oh, I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating, even better job of game planning. They were facing a top 10 defense, so they had to make sure that everything was buttoned down, and they had it ready to go, and their guys executed.
Yeah, they were concerned not only about moving the ball through the air, but also on the ground, but both really started to come in sync. So for Washington, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they dropped just their 2nd game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills.
energy. I don't like it. I don't like the fake handshake snake.
The guy's been working really hard trying to improve. Looks like all that extra work is paying dividends.
No, probably cause your girl feeling me. It's a flag on the play, all these catching penalties. Look, I don't like your energy. I don't like the fake handshake snake tendency. Let's go. Don't make me jog your memory. I did upgrade, you didn't upgrade it. The world, how they forgetting me. Please make it make some sense to me. How you talking about the greatest, still ain't mention me. Them bands, I want the symphony. 15 in it, went instantly. Lately I've been catching plays, it's like it's meant to be. I got rich in the pandemic, meant to be. Don't do too much, I keep it simple. You clout chasing, trying to make the people feel you. Boys need to slow it down, I'm talking real screw. Penthouse at the top with the clear view. Oh, look, I don't like your energy, I don't like that. I don't like the fake handshake snake tendency. You an enemy. All them lies you telling, I can't let that be the end of me. No, probably cause your girl feeling me. It's a flag on the play, all these catching penalties. Look, I don't like your energy. I don't like the fake handshake snake tendency. Let's go. You not my kind, I know kin to me. Heard you told my girl about all of them that's DMing me. Why they hogging up the recipe? Heard they talking like I can't let Ken Wallace get ahead of me. Know your heart full of jealousy. All that acting tough, damn, this must be a parody. Okay, 1-on-1 ain't no comparing me. Okay, wait, 2-on-2, that's like 4, they be sharing me. Okay, they working like the rent do. Rent got them doing, that's what I'm into. Yeah, if I'm in it, then I own it, not a rental. No, I've been plotting on the lamb and the Benz cool. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I don't like your energy, I don't like that. I don't like the fake handshake snake tendency. You an enemy. All them lies you telling, I can't let that be the end of me. No, probably cause your girl feeling me. It's a flag on the play, all these catching penalties. Look, I don't like your energy. I don't like the fake handshake snake tendency. Let's go.
Yeah. Welcome to the camp. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate food from all of the base. My A-spoon going big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style, on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm Deion Sanders on haters, this ice bucket dropping over their head with it. They see the crib with it. You either fight or flight, I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died or fed millions. With soul food flowed and stock my bare kitchen. I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move, they gladly imitate it. I ain't flattered, I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The Alpha and Omega promise it ain't nothing after. A new beginning. My catalog like James Earl Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I did make beats that's more for killing. Imagine if you come from the side by my city. You probably wouldn't make it, oh yeah, really. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. Ain't no mileage of $4 configure the road I travel. Don't gravel that probably baffle it. Label scribble on paper, they wanna shackle it. I own my masters and royalties, you can't raffle it. Wrist drip like a mango, fingertips like I'm Thanos. Knocking those down, no bangles. Without a Kango, tailor-made. Walk with a limp, them bands is heavy, I need a brace. I am money, I guess the world is just a safe combination needed, not a coca key. I'm the extra lighter on the dresser. I know you need it, smoking out the competition, pouring up, we undefeated. What you heard, let's hear we eatin', talking about extra with a splash, extra acting bad. Pull it like parades on parades, extra with the slab. Pay what it call for the tab, extra with the bag. Young Chris, a king, better add extra under that. Woo! I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra.
boys make major moves. Still the same ones that I came with. Up in a payment, told you we nothing to play with. Guess some things unchangeable. Me and my thirst insatiable. Till we all big time. Face on my rollie on big time. Facing my goals, that's a big climb. Still my flow is unshakable. Run it up, I cannot quit it. I need it, I ain't where I wanna be, I can admit it. Never submitting, I'm fighting my darkest of thoughts. I am a force. I harbor the light that's inside of my heart. I write in my art and give you my story. You're the witness. I came on a mission to give you my pain and give you my glory. All this time, I'm on the grind. Oh, I'm shining. Nothing can stop me. All these years, blood, sweat, and tears. But I'm still here. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. I overcame all the odds. I ain't been playing it safe, nah. I was just giving my all. I'm taking it there. Hop in the Wraith and we lay in the stars. I made it happen to boss, yeah. I was just playing my cards. I'm taking it there. I'm taking it there. I'm taking it there. It's gonna be a riot, doubt me it's quiet. I got the can of gas, I'm about to ignite. I am driven, I won't ever get tired, cause I've been left behind, I have to get right. Waiting on the sign, now I just wait on myself. Got nothing weighing on the mind. One thing I learned after all this time, the mountain you carry meant for you to climb. All this time, I'm on the grind. Oh, I'm shining, nothing can stop me. All these years, blood, sweat, and tears. But I'm still here, nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Nothing can stop me.
Got your best friend hanging out the arm though. Got game like I'm dropping me a console. No, I don't swim, but I give a now flex. While you there looking depressed, feel the get up in your chest while I soak up my success, getting tokens for your stress. I be making all the checks anytime you see me step on a stage, acting real suck like my skin coming beige. Gonna step out and with him, girl, you fake. Try to get it out, what you handsome, you ain't dance on. Tell your boyfriend go and put your pants on. Damn, the best friend. She went and did the same thing. I'm really mad, but she won't know. Everything has gotta be cool when we living so cold. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chill is in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting I'm gonzo, headed where the homie live, cause it's on, yo. I was chasing 3 women like I'm Mojo Jojo, so my girl got mad and she my bro. Monica, you're wrong, though. That's against a bro code. Headed to his home, though. No, we living solo. Vertebrae, got this broken to his place. It's chin in space, yeah. From then I say it's evidence you entertain my loyalty to infiltrate. The only woman that I claim to risk your life to get some strange. All my anger is a pain. You didn't know that I'm a saint. I will blow your up, then I again. Cold. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chill is in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting cold.
Y'all heard know I'm coming. I don't want to clarify. Keep up. Ay, I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad while I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad on the Diddy. He only 2 times from the he out like a light, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. Leave no ain't no cap in it. I like with a stack in it. I'm bad, ain't stop it, cause it ain't no eck in it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like a I see no biggie. Ain't biting my tongue, I can't be no goofy, no victim to none of my enemies. Like honestly, be sending me talk from a sip that we when I get to me. My check don't discriminate, still take deposits if you talking Vietnamese. I just be having my way, only come out with a pay till I say. Heard you wanna be, don't got no whip, and rag on no petty. Look, I talk with that on your hip, if you ain't gon' rip it up, pop it. Empty the like show me a benefit. Let me dumb it down, Benjamin. For you be not equivalent. Really bad, looking so innocent, bossy predicament. I see no biggie, honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad while I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad on the Diddy. He only 2 times from the he out like a light, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. No ain't no cap in it. I like with a stack in it. I'm bad, stop it, cause it ain't no eck in it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like it. I see no biggie. Call me Hillary, stay at the bank. Making moves like I'm hot in the shank. I'm low key, but I pop out in blank. This bun on my knife, stop trying to look. They do not come for me. Fake, I can't keep no company. Only the real respect my honest. So watch how you coming if you're under me. I'm with it and Rex involved. I they text and calls. Run me that making no sense at all. They bounce like a basketball. Your boo never coming back. This go stupid, go dumb. Told that boy you gotta pay for some. I sit on no throne, you they taking none. You bragging on past, I make for fun. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad while I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad on the Diddy. He only 2 times from the he out like a light, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. No ain't no cap in it. I like with a stack in it. I'm bad, ain't stop it, cause it ain't no eck in it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like a I see no biggie. I ain't keeping up with what you saying on the internet. I ain't keeping up with the news. But I get that daily paper. Stop playing me. Pap.
My God, oh God, this is Son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes better. Why these tell me? You can join the journey, you is worthy. Just allow me, no. Kicking down your door. Bloodsuckers, I see this industry is filled with sheep. People that pretend to be something that they will never be. Oh my, I just need some little old peace of mind. The sons of kings, the ghouls, the gods. The moon, the light, the fools, the fogs. My God, oh God, this is Son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes, baby. I can never be controlled. Let them know. 500 helicopters driving me gonzo. But they want you just to envy. Let them see it. I'm the first to say it, now it's time you just believe it. I got too many fakes, made lots of foes. These people cold. Talk down your dreams because they know they can't come close. Don't shake no hands, just to your friends. I walk alone. I see false idols, other titles. You need to grow. Have you lost your mind? But I ain't like the others no more. God, I'm learning lessons as I go. You're only wasting time. Tell the devil there's a door. Praying God is only trying to test me for the glory for more. My God, oh God, this is Son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes better.
come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I'll pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon up, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise, make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. Tonight I hunt with the pride. You can't take my pride away. I can sing with the birds and the trees in the morning, or roll like the storms way over the ocean. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Even on the days when I'm late as ever, my timing is right. Even in the darkest moments, stay close, I'm that shining the light. I can make an earthquake nervous, I can make the sun wear a visor. I can make a wise owl see me as a daily advisor. I'm that cool shade, peaceful night, and still my breath is a storm, I bet. I can make the thunder clap when I perform. It's just that in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. Hey, I can make time traveling a surprise, make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. I make the moon blue, I'm making pigs fly, now I move mountains. I would've beaten the heart of a crash test dummy. I'm more so astounded. Yeah. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I do the impossible, impossible. Impossible, impossible.
Hello, new world, all the boys and girls. I got some true stories to tell. You're back outside, but they still lied. Whoa, yeah.
Take off the foo-foo, take off the cloud chase, take off the Wi-Fi. Take off the money phone, take off the car loan, take off the flex and the white loss. Take off the weird jewelry, I'ma take 10 steps, then I'm taking off top off. Take off them fabricate streams and the microwave memes, it's a real world outside. Take off your idols, take off the runway, take off the Cairo. Take off the Sandro pay, 5 days stay, take a quarter meal, hella final. Take off the fuck flag, take off perception, take off the cop with the iPad. Take off the allure, take off the unsure, take off decisions I lack. Take off the fake deep, take off the fake woke, take off the I'm broke, I care. Take off the gossip, take off the new logic, that if I'm rich, I'm real. Take off the should know, take off the doje, take off the Birkin bag. Take all that designer off and what do you have?
You ugly, you out of pocket.
2 ATMs, you stepping to what?
You out of pocket.
Who you think they talk about us?
You out of pocket.
Who you think they carry out for us?
Get back in pocket.
The word in a panic, the women is stranded, the men on the run. The profits abandoned, the law take advantage, the market is crashing, the industry wants to sleep in the box while they making a mockery following us. This ain't monopoly, watching for love. This ain't monogamy, y'all getting jumping on what the hell is that? I gotta relax when I feel. All my descendants, they come in my sleep and say I am too real. I'm done with the sensitive, taking it personal, done with the black and the white, the wrong and the right. You hoping for change and miracles, I know the feelings that came with burial cries.
You ugly.
You out of pocket.
2 ATMs, you stepping to what?
You out of pocket.
Who you think they talk about us?
You out of pocket.
Who you think they carry out for us?
Serving up a look, dancing in a drop. Hello to the big step, but never lose a count. Venting in the safe house, venting
living in the sand. Can I vent out my truth? I got nothing to lose. I got problems and booze. I can swim with my fate. Cameras moving whenever I'm moving. The family suing whatever I make. Murder is stacking. The president acting. The government taxing my funds in the bank. Homies ejecting the fence when I'm breaking. Look at my reaction. My pupils on skates. Hold up. Let's think about this for a second. Tell me what you would do for steady. When you show your show, no credit. When you show your bro for leverage. What a hypocrite said. What community feel they the only ones relevant? What a hypocrite said. What community feel they the only ones relevant? You out of pocket, yeah, you out of pocket. You entertain the mediocre, need to stop it. You entertaining old friends when they toxic. What your life like? You gossip. What the is council culture, dog? Say what I want about you. I'm like Oprah, dog. I treat you like I'm Jigga. Watch I own it all. Oh, you worry about a critic? That ain't protocol.
What you waiting for? Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Tell the chauffeur to open Mercedes door. Put the pedal to metal and made it soar. She was, but I made it sure it was. So we stayed indoors. Let's take it where no one has been before. It feel like I've known you some years before, but I don't know. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a Lotus and I'm the conductor of a Magnum Opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it.
It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And coming up, it's the Commanders' veteran running back. He's the NFL's ultimate red zone back and your leader in rushing touchdowns. It's the Commanders and the Colts on EA Sports.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Washington Commanders and the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. The Commanders' offense ready to get going here, 7-0 on the year. And the one we'll be watching is this man.
Here we go.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Up the middle, Johnson. A second time. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. For Johnson, the numbers for his performance from last week, just downright unbelievable. I mean, when you amass that many yards, I don't know what else to say.
Personally, I thought it was a game for the ages for him. Ripped off some long runs in that contest, didn't he?
He did indeed. Some very long runs, and that total, scary. On 2nd down, Johnson. And some room to work. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 57 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Commanders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan.
Touchdown, Washington! A great play there with his second touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So here is Washington now to take over. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Again, it's Johnson. And some room to maneuver. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And Washington able to strike for 6. Well, some more great football coming your way in prime time to wrap up the month of October. It starts tonight. Could it be a Super Bowl preview? The Packers and Bills from Buffalo at 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow, Halloween night, Monday Night Football, the Bengals and Browns from Cleveland. And now off to the races down the right side. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that.
There he goes, right side. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. A great play there. 75 yards. And the Commanders continue to pull away here in this first half. The Commanders back out late in this first half.
Go, go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. So, Charles, you know, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. And we're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf... It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 74 yards. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback.
First possession of the second half now for Washington. And they can run this score up even further as they begin this drive with a 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Well, familiar refrain. A turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. We've seen him be good.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Room here to run. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. A great effort there. 44 yards. And the Commanders add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, obviously, Charles, no more points were needed, but some teams just can't resist the urge to keep adding on. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. Here's Johnson again on 2nd down. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. 67 yards. And the Commanders are poised to move to 8-0 as they extend their lead even further.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents,
Now the Commanders' offense set to take over.
Go.
Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Right back to him on first down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. That one good for 37 yards. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look, 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Now a handoff. Johnson breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. A first down carry here for Johnson. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll run it with Johnson. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they've wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they've wanted to run it. Smiles all the way.
Here we go on the next drive for Washington. And this team continues to stake its claim as Super Bowl favorites. They are now eyeing an 8th straight win as they begin this drive here in the fourth quarter.
Here we go.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Commanders.
On the ground, this is Johnson. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
Go.
2nd and 8 coming up. Here's Johnson. They find some open, and nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Charles, not only the blowout in this one, but they break the Washington football team's record for most points in a game, which was set all the way back in 1966. Just an incredible performance.
And Brandon, we never go into a game expecting to see a record broken that had lasted for over half a century. But I'm going to give you a quick backstory. That previous record, the Washington team, their star on the team had been traded from the team that they were playing that day. And he was still upset about it, mad at the coach. And late in the game, he told his own team, let's kick a field goal late and add some points to it, just because he was still angry from being traded.
So for the Commanders, they continue to cruise.
Petty don't matter. Far as that teller, I pray to God they rattle tattle. Hey, what's a rapper? I started off that, now I'm better. I get capital. I help my people to get cheddar. I do business. Look here. tip, stay out my business. I'm so iceberg slimmish, stainless, not a blemish. I should have been in prison. Don't boy remorse, no cases pinned. I got the rolling flooded, soaking wet, but ain't been swimming. I'm the man now, ain't I? Work a plan now, can't I? I remember when you lame player, hated a player, now the same lame player. They call a player male. Say, what you talking that's funky.
Oh, hey, I'm glad I ran into you. I know you got a lot going on today, but I want to talk to you really quick.
Yeah, what's up, Andy?
Look, by just about any individual measure, this season has been an amazing success for you. We brought you in, we asked you to prove it, and you have proven that you can be a star. The fans love you, the entire organization loves what you're doing on the field. It's been great.
Nah, I'm happy to hear it. I'm glad everyone's seeing the work I've been putting in.
Seriously, you keep this up, and there's no reason why you can't be a franchise cornerstone for years to come. I hope when you're signing another deal in the offseason, you'll be making this your home long term.
I can't even begin to explain how much that means to me. I mean, from day one when I came in here, I was welcomed and given an opportunity to shine like never before.
And look, you made the most of it. You keep it up, all right?
It's what I do.
We spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like big bitch came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent. They sold 1 million records, yeah. Used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes.